So, welcome to the last part of the Zero D exploit 5. There is a special technique that this are probably get used of this attack. And this is the most painful part for the ears. It is this range of 3000 to 5000 kilohertz. The problem is that the ear from a special point, the pain self probably compressed into pain to pain. So there is difficult in ranges between -30 to 0 decibel for the ear to control the pain of the ear, what is attack the ear in this most painful frequencies for the ears. This is meaning that a little too loud, too much loudness of this painful frequency can the mind not make the difference between a higher range and a lower range of this noise, and they can damage the pain nerves synapses into the ear to the brain in a lower level as 0 decibel possible. So the problem is that the normal ear cannot recognize where between 1 and 10 is the pain in this noise frequencies. This is the big problem what they use for these attacks. So if you feel pain in these samples and you say that sounds crunchy and bad and blah blah blah, there is the virus but directly work into the equalization. So the problem is the difference. A oscilloscope give this noise directly. A equalizer can react into the Stuxnet virus that Stuxnet give this sample frequency what is too much as a normal frequency. This is what can Stuxnet do. A equalizer recognize a wrong parameter. This is a possibility what Stuxnet can sabotage. Right? Stuxnet is able to sabotage when he gives a sound of noise in a range, as example, in a range between 3000 and 5000 kilohertz, that there is this maybe it's more, maybe it's 15,000. I have not studied exactly, I have to read it. What is painful frequency for ears? This is difficult to say for me because there is other frequency what is giving in the punch is also really painful, but there you really faster can react between the pain is between 1 and 10, so there it's not totally clear for me. What sound frequency hurts ears? Here is over 85 decibel, but the frequency is, well, what frequency is worse for ears? Above 20,000 hertz. And have adverse effects on our health. Anyway, so there are different. The last one I read it was between 4 and 5,000 kilohertz. So there is so many different informations. What maybe it's this is not what makes the spec. So we see here many different informations. What is not so important actually? It is important the aspect of the synapses and the damage of the ear, where the ear is able to feel a pain and to recognize the pain, and where the ear is not able to recognize the art and the highness of pain. And this is what it makes really difficult to catch these guys, because they set the pain into a high frequency where the ear is not able to recognize which grade of pain it is, what it is hurts, what is painful. And this trick bring them to do a lot of damage into the computer, they found that the user recognized that he is get a painful attack versus his ears. And this trick is really tough, but it is so bad. So this was the fifth and the last stream. There is a really important part to find out what it is hurt and where you can say that it is hurt, because you can feel the steps of hurt. And in these high frequencies, the ear ever take in the most places how loud it is exactly, no difference in pain, but it's feel pain, and this makes so dangerous to damage the ear, because also when it is much higher as the loudness in real is, when it is in real really loud, but the ear only can recognize synapses in the under level, so it can really hard damage the ear. And this is, I think, what they actually work on attack. And there is a lot of stuff going wrong actually in music. So one of this is really going wrong is, I can give an example. I set up yesterday for stream, and I send it here to the Akai Professional, from there to here, and I was setting to 0, and I was here on the stream on massively over 0 decibel, massive over, and then you see there is something totally wrong. So what I become on this computer, a 0 decibel information gives here a plus 50 decibel information. And when this has happened, there is definitely something totally wrong. And I don't know what it is. Just can say there is something definitely going wrong, actually. So this is also a good example. Two computers, to totally different 0 decibel ranges. A really good example. So this was, it didn't really work here with the cam. I don't sound good. Yeah, I think it's okay. So this is a lot of troubles what are actually exist. Thanks for watching, and I hope it helps. I think really well it helps. I have retesting this 0 decibel here. So I cannot not say why it has happened, but it has really happened. 0 decibel sending into the Akai gives here a signal of. I have not the range in OBS to test how loud it was. So it's complicated for me to know about it exactly. It was just directly red. Just red. I don't know what this have to do with the driver of the Akai. So this is also one thing I don't understand. I have to change into the... I have Akai sending in the standalone mode, no audio interface into the computer. Why? I don't understand this. Why I have to activate the not standalone mode on Akai to use the interface of Akai? Somebody knows about this? I have no idea. This is totally unlogic. When I use Akai as an audio interface, I have to turn the Akai into the MPC beat version. This gives no sense for me. I paid $1,900 that I have to switch between standalone mode just for using the interface. I have no idea. Whatever.